People around the nation were shocked at what they were watching on television today, playing out in front of our eyes in the nation's capital. We got some local response. Watching the storming of the U.S. Capitol building was shocking, but for some, the anger demonstrated by protesters over the result of the 2020 presidential election was not surprising.
Both sides have been extremely exercised against each other. The division in the country has become greater and greater. I would say there's a greater division in the United States now than there has been since the American Civil War.
Stephen Griot is chair of the Buchanan County Republican Central Committee. Speaking for himself and not the party, he believes there was widespread fraud in the presidential election won by Democrat Joe Biden. However, Griot also says he does not approve of much of what happened on Wednesday and believes those responsible for destruction of property or injuring anyone else should be held responsible.
I'm not in favor at all of what happened inside the Capitol today. Protesting outside, I think that's perfectly fair.
But others believe what happened in the nation's capital on Wednesday was more than just a protest.
I think riot is a useful term to use. I think insurrection is a correct term to use. But I don't know what we really want to call this. Coup comes to mind.
Missouri Western political science professor Melinda Kovach does agree with Griot in that the stage for much of what happened on Wednesday in Washington had already been set.
There has been rhetoric that was building the path and setting the stage for this. I am sad. I am outraged today. The one thing I am not is surprised.
As it used to be, Democrats and Republicans could argue in Congress about various issues and really go after each other, but then afterwards go out for dinner, sit down, and talk about things that they disagreed about in a civil manner. Civility has really gone out the window.